Mike Schuback joins us from Old Forge. We're talking about the Gridiron Club and the football camp upcoming. Excitement every year for putting it on for the young kids in the community here.
Yeah, we've been doing it quite a while now. Our alumni base, the businesses in town, everybody pulls together, and we do a free camp. We teach the kids some tackling. We teach them some stance work, just to get out there and mingle with our players. We bring our players in to work with the young kids, and we'll have about 100. Right now our shirts are around 100 kids, 100 people will be there, so that's a great number for a small town like ours.
You guys do this every year. Always good to give back to the community. So when you have a day like this, it's in July, gets everybody talking about football, gets the high school kids thinking a little bit more, parents and people just saying, hey, how's Old Forge going to be this year?
Yeah, between the breaks of vacation and things of that nature, you start doing things like this. The junior practices start, so everybody starts thinking about high school football all again. So it's a real positive thing for us. We're excited about the younger kids getting to be with our varsity players, because at any point in time, usually the varsity players are, the only time they see them is in the school. So now they're back seeing them again, they're catching footballs from them, they're doing drills with them, we're showing them how to do the drills. And plus, like you said, John, it gives back, because a lot of our players were junior devils themselves and still maybe have some of those t-shirts, you know?
You tie in the factor of these kids getting that experience and teaching them a little bit about patience and showing them, so they get a little bit of that coaching feel to them, and hopefully that tradition just continues. Let's talk about some of the kids you have coming back this year that are going to get to experience that.
Well, the Holtzman brothers, we have those guys that are going to be a part of it for the first time. Casey's going to come in as a 9th grader. John Nikoloff, Kevin Pepson, and Tyler Carey are our captains. They've done a phenomenal job for us for the last 3 years. Really solid students, great athletes, big parts of the program, especially last year and in spots their sophomore year. You know, and then we have a lot of young kids, like our junior class is really predominant in this group, with obviously Dante Lucarelli and Colin Holtzman, Michael DiGregorio, Nick Dodge. You know, we have a good group there. And, you know, Jackson Urin's been a part of it with his dad for so many years. And Zach Weaver was one of the players for us last year. He's going to move around and do some different positions this year. But he's a vocal kid to be around. Our other seniors, Jacob Burkhart and Jackson Linwood, they've been with us for 3 years. They've also been part of the freshman program. So for 6-7 years, a lot of these kids have been around. We're very excited about our 10th grade class. There's a lot to sift through yet, but right now we're just excited about our numbers are fair, between 25 and 30 players, but you know, you always want more, but you know what, at the end of the day, you want the kids there that want to be there. You don't want to chase anybody anymore, and it's too hard these days to do that, because especially what's asked of them, you know, so we'll be all right.
You talk about the day of football for those young kids. How many hours are we talking about? And if kids want to just show up that day, or do you want them to pre-register?
Yeah, it's a registered camp. We got the numbers. They had pre-registration last week. It was the last registration. I believe their practices have started this week, from what some parents have told me. And we're going to do it early this year. We're going to try to beat the heat in between 9 and 12. We're going to shoot for. And then afterwards, we also open a door for our coaching staff to the junior coaches. So if they have any questions, any concerns, any type of philosophy they want to go over, my staff's been open arms with that for many years, and we try to give them as much information as possible. And we even, I know a lot of our seniors do their senior project, so they go down and they bring some of our material to the coaches and to the players.
It's great to hear that tie-in with the younger coaches and with the youth coaches in the area, just to kind of let them know they're on the same page, have that positive message for kids. Overall, the coaching staff this year at Old Forge, most of your guys coming back?
Yeah, it's completely the same. Yeah, we're all fine. You know, every coach is back. Our freshman staff is intact, and a couple of the guys that helped are in school and things like that. We might miss those guys, but you know, there's always former players that want to get involved. We have a couple kids like Paul Cariotti played for 4 years with us. He was a freshman when we had the freshmen on the varsity, that from 12, I think, or 13 to to when he graduated. He's around. Jared Eigen's still with us. You know, guys are getting married, moving along, having kids, but you know, we're still together. The band's still together, you know.
Coach, great to see you. We look forward to this camp coming up on July 14th, servicing the community here in Old Forge. Good to see you, and enjoy the rest of your summer before a real football season.
Yeah, right. It never ends.